Today on Beardo and Weirdo, do you think you're the biggest KORN fan? Have you ever taken off your pants and had a drum solo in the middle of the crowd? And Chris and I try to analyze why Cradle of Filth is not getting along. It's fascinating. Man, oh man, I thought I loved KORN. I don't love KORN nearly as much as one guy in New Jersey.
Yes.
Holy shit.
That dude is everywhere. Wonder how his week's going right now.
I started texting with dudes from KORN and System of a Down because that was the show that had happened.
Yeah.
And
You were there.
I was there.
I had to check to see how big that dude's head was to make sure it wasn't you.
Holy shit.
Yep.
How much do you love KORN to jerk off? All right. So the story is that there is this show. They do 2 nights in a football stadium, sold out both nights. It's System of a Down and KORN. And I went both nights. It was amazing. And it's like the day after the second show. So I'm assuming this happened on the second show.
Right.
Story
that
comes
that kind
up.
of news does not wait.
Yeah.
Then I go, wait till these both shows are done. Maybe someone's going to do it again.
There was a guy way upstairs in the mezzanine watching the show and pulled his thing out and just went for it.
Yep.
And somebody filmed the video. And here's the clip. Let's take a look.
What's that on his shoulder, first of all? What is going on there? Did he start before?
Oh, wow. Wow. Good point. Yeah, I don't know. But this guy,
Look at him
I don't even know. Are we going to have to blur this out on YouTube? I think we might. So, yeah. So, anyways, this guy's doing this thing. Some guy comes over and just punches him in the head, which is... You didn't see that?
No, I haven't watched it. I saw the clip.
A guy...
I've been so busy, I haven't seen anything. So I'm super excited to get completely filled in and all this stuff. All the happenings in rock and roll world coming straight from Craig Gass.
Some dude walks up and just goes, pop, and just hits him in the side of the head. And
that's when the dude goes, oh, thank you. Oh, that's what I needed. I've been sitting here listening to this for 3 hours now. Oh, finally.
You know what you need to know is that this dude, first of all, everybody, you think Monkey's hearing all the spanking the monkey jokes and going, really, guys?
Absolutely.
Like,
there's been so many jokes.
Oh.
KORN Hub, I've heard that one. I was thinking, if this is my perspective on it, I wonder what song they were playing when he was doing that. I like to think of, obviously, the go-to song, All Day I Dream About Sex.
Right.
But at what part of the song is he's like, all day, like having a nice, dream of...
But here's the thing.
Or is he, all day, I dream about... Which part of the song was he going for?
Is it the scat part where he just goes, boom, like, and is there, that's the opening act. This guy's doing this for KORN.
Yep.
Where's the System of a Down fan that goes, I can top this, guys. Let me show. Oh, here we go. This guy.
Oh, look at him.
Whoa! Yeah. Hit the guy on the side of the head.
Man, that dude from Lit is pissed.
He's
Jeremy from Lit comes straight out of the stands.
Yep.
Hit him.
This guy was sitting on the railing.
He's got to hold his hand. Look at that. Touching his hand.
Yep. This guy's sitting on the railing and polishing the banister. This guy.
He just got boom, boppa, he done. Look at him.
Wow.
Woo.
Whoever this guy is, can you please come on the show?
Not come on the show.
Don't come on the show. Please reach out to us in the comments. We want to talk to you to figure out where your head was at.
Craig with the jokes over here. Uncle Chuckles.
Aside from that, it was an amazing show, man. I mean,
aside from that, because of that, no one heard about anything KORN or System of a Down was doing. All we've heard about is this dude literally paying tribute to KORN.
Dude,
that's a porn reference for all those people at home. Send your tribute to Craig Gass.
While KORN was on stage, guys in System were on the side of the stage watching.
I bet they were.
Yeah, while System was on stage, guys in KORN were watching. Check out the KORN Instagram videos that I sent you to pop up.
Craig,
there.
nobody cares about this. We are glossing over the glossing of this dude's cock.
Look, Chavo on stage. You got the audio on that?
They aren't the ones that destroyed the place. Look at him.
Look at Brian.
There's Raw. I love that dude.
Dude, I've never met that guy before, but he looks like he's celebrating Christmas every day. He looks like the happiest guy in the world. Again, this is away from the guy who's touching himself.
Did you see Jonathan Davis give you that look? Who's got that camera phone over there?
Yeah.
Why is that head of security guy over there filming us right now?
Rygh Loosier?
Yeah.
Dude, Rygh just becomes possessed playing with KORN. I've seen him play with David Lee Roth. He never had that.
They're so good.
Oh, dude. Wow. 50,000 people. Get the next clip up. I don't know what the, after this one. Oh, yeah.
Far away from me.
Yeah. This is bad if you have epilepsy, by the way. I think it's about when the guy upstairs finished. But look at this crowd. 50,000 per night, maybe 60,000 per night, and sold out both nights.
And 2 alumni of Beardo and Weirdo appearances
keep going. Don't pause it yet.
Mr. Brian Welch has been on this show, as has Mr. John.
John Domayan. Yep.
We're pulling in all the talent here at Beardo and Weirdo.
You know, I asked one of the guys in KORN if they could come on and talk about the masturbator, and he goes, I'm not touching that. All right, let's go System of a Down.
Darren's hair is looking great, by the way.
Yeah.
As someone bald, I like to pay attention to that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, the harmony.
Dude, they look so happy on stage. System of a Down now has become an event. It's always tens of thousands of people. It's a stadium. What
do they play? Like 10 shows a year, maybe?
Yeah. Yeah, they
Hold on, let me think about that for a little bit. Just 10 shows a year, playing MetLife Stadium.
Yeah, then they go on to Soldier Field for 2 nights. Then they're going to play the Sky Dome in Toronto for 2 nights.
He's got back from South America as well.
Oh, and their South America shows looked insane. Yeah, it's everybody's singing along. Let's go to the next clip. Just burning through this stuff because the visuals were so incredible.
Get that Paul Stanley Iceman, too. I love that guitar.
Chavo on the side. All of his kids are on the side of the stage. He kept turning around.
All of them? How many kids he got?
I want to say he's got 3 now.
Okay, that's not bad.
I want to say he's got 2 boys and a girl. And Chavo has this crazy obsession with the number 22.
Okay.
The number 22 keeps popping up in his life. So he's got a weed company. It's called Red 22. Mm-hmm. Look, he's...
Oh, awesome.
The little kids are headbanging. And apparently, he didn't realize until a year or 2 ago that his 2 boys were born 2 years and 22 days apart.
No way.
He was like, and this New Year's Eve,
he goes, "Hey, man, let me tell you something. I'm on this 22 red. My boy."
It's funny because I was thinking about our friendship. It was Lars that introduced me to Chavo and John at a Metallica show on New Year's Eve here in Vegas. Mm-hmm. This New Year's Eve, it will be 22 years since we met. And,
so now you're inserting yourself into his 22-year-old thing.
We'll bring it up. We're going to be talking to Chavo in a couple of weeks, so we're going to. He's going to be on the show. So.
Oh, I'm going to save my System of a Down story then for when Chavo comes on. I shared it with him one time when I was hammered at some club that we went to in Los Angeles
really?
one time. Yeah.
Oh, dude.
Yeah.
Which, by the way,
hey man, you remember that one time I was telling you the story about? I get to do that live on this show.
Speaking of hammered, he wasn't hammered at the time, but I was at the Jimmy Kimmel show and Kiss was performing, and Chavo I don't know if he got into the Jimmy Kimmel show or if he wanted me to help him get in, but Chavo was there. And he said, bro, can you introduce me to Gene Simmons? And I go, yeah, after the show, I'll introduce you. And then Gene comes out, and I go, hey, Gene, this is my friend Chavo. He's in the band System of a Down. He just wanted to say hello to you. And Chavo just jumps right into like, you know, bro, when I was 8 years old, I got your magazine. I saw the picture of you, and blah, blah, blah. And Gene just goes, son, are you high? And Chavo genuinely thrown by that. He goes, what? No. I'm just telling you how much I love you. And he goes, okay, are you on something? And he goes, no, totally offended. Like, bro, no. This is, there was one more Instagram clip of Chavo just playing to his kids. Oh, let's watch this. System of a Down on stage, and I can see someone's nudging me. Oh, that's going to come up in a second. But dude, seeing people dancing and singing to a metal song, they really are all really funny dudes. Like, but
I can't imagine how prolific Darren's catalog of songs that he has are between Scars on Broadway.
Yep.
And the dude, everything that he puts out, even that record, Steal This album.
Oh, yeah.
Was throwaway songs.
Yeah.
And they're like, it leaks, so let's put this out. And that album crushes too.
System of a Down is on stage. I noticed that Brian's trying to get my attention. And here's Brian Head Welch with a message to my left. He's telling me to go. It's Brian telling me to go upstairs.
Yes.
To
go hang out with your buddy in the balcony.
Yeah.
He's just been busted. Or he just busted. I'm not sure which one.
Did you see Darren's video that just came out today? So they're doing stadium shows. They're doing a couple shows in New York, a couple shows in Chicago, then a couple shows in Toronto. They're all stadium shows, both nights sold out. So he's in Chicago. He claims he's, not claims, I mean, he's got the whole thing on video. He's walking around just getting footage outside of Wrigley Field, which is not the stadium they're performing at. Right. They're performing at the football stadium. And they hear System of a Down being played coming out of a bar. And it sounds like karaoke.
Okay.
It sounds like karaoke. And they realize it is a System of a Down tribute band.
Hell yeah.
Performing a few doors away. So they're in front of Wrigley Field here when Darren hears what's going on. And so I noticed.
It sounds good too.
Yeah, it does. No cover, by the way, for the System cover. For the System tribute band. And notice how the guitar player stares at Darren, but it's the singer who goes, "Oh my God!" Darren goes right to the front. I imagine by the time this comes out, this video will have picked up a little bit of traction. Yeah. And the singer starts to dawn on people. And of course, people start to bother Darren once they realize what's going on.
At this big moment.
Yeah.
That's fun.
Yeah. People saying, I'm the band's manager.
That's Chavo with Gene Simmons. Hey, man, I just want to let you know, I'm the biggest fan of all time. Darren's like, hey, man, have you been drinking?
Yep.
I love it.
Yeah, so they decided to do a song together.
Oh, that rules.
And they're trying to figure out which song it's going to be.
Pantera used to do this all the time. They would just go into places and see people playing, and the band would invite them up on stage. There's all kinds of videos of Dimebag Darrell out there just jamming with bands in bars.
This is what I thought was interesting is Darren decides to not play guitar. He's going to sing vocals on Sigaro. Which you got to be intimidated when you're playing Darren's parts and he's right in front of you. Great lyrics, by the way. Wow. I wonder where this band is from, this System of a Down tribute band.
We need to get them on here.
Yeah, right? And
That'd be fun to hear their perspective, yeah.
I am hoping that Darren invited them to the next show.
He definitely did. For sure he
You
did.
would think so.
Yeah.
I got to find out. Peepholes Band. A band called the Peepholes Band. Okay.
Nice.
But yeah, dude. Just making happy memories everywhere they go.
Yeah.
System of a Down. You and I made some happy memories in Alaska. We were in Anchorage and Wasilla.
Yes, we were.
Dude, you at Chilkoot Charlie's, you enjoyed yourself.
I'm not looking at this perspective here. I'm not a very good t-shirt model.
Yeah. But you had such a good time in Alaska that you said, I'm not leaving.
Dude, it was so much fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. I stayed a full additional week and really played full tourist up there. I got to go to Hatcher's Pass, Denali.
What was the name of the hotel we found? The Whippy, the
Special thanks goes to the awesome hotel and the great staff. Incredible staff.
The staff at that hotel was amazing.
Yeah.
And but you loved it so much, this drive, like just the drive from every time I've been to Anchorage, I was always hammered. It's such a crazy party town.
You and everybody else downtown in Anchorage. The difference between downtown Anchorage and just outside of Anchorage, my God.
Yeah, there are some genuinely creepy people in downtown Anchorage, which
There was generally creepy people opening up for that show.
Oh, yeah.
At us as well.
Yeah, we do the show, and I have a friend that I know who's a comedian in Anchorage to do the show. There was something going around town, and people got sick. There was radio appearances we were supposed to do that got canceled because the radio people were sick. The comedian that was going to open up for us was sick, so he didn't make it out. So they hired a local guy who was a young kid who came out. And as soon as the kid walked in, I was like, something's off about this guy. And I didn't know what it was.
Hey, young man. I'm trying to do Gene Simmons right now.
Listen to me. Are you high? Are you on something?
No, man.
Yeah. He was really out of it.
He was having a day.
And I don't watch the show. I'm upstairs. I'm sending out texts, and I'm on my phone. I hear Chris on stage. I'm listening to Chris's set from on stage, and then I come downstairs. And as Chris walks off, he goes, "Did you see that?" And I go, "See what?" And you go, "Dude, the guy before me walked on stage, didn't do any jokes,
zero punchlines,
said he was suicidal." And I go, "Suicidal?" And he goes, "Yeah, he talked about how he wanted to kill himself." And I go, "What?" And then,
which was hilarious.
Yeah.
They do comedy differently up there at Chilkoot Charlie's.
As you can imagine, it didn't go over well.
Yeah. I had to follow that. As someone relatively new, I'm like, this kid.
And I called the management at Chilkoot Charlie's, legendary Chilkoot Charlie's, where everybody who's anybody has performed over the years. And I called them up and I said, I feel really bad about saying this, but the guy that you brought in fucked everything up. And I feel really bad about saying this as well, but we cannot have him come back tonight.
Yeah.
And the response I got was, yeah, you know what? He was on our do not serve list for months. And I went, what? And he said, he has problems with alcohol. So, and everyone kept saying, if you knew him when he's not drunk, he's actually hilarious. And I went, dude. And I go back to New York and I'm telling my girlfriend the story. And she goes, what? And as I'm telling her the story, I go, shit, you know what? I'm going to try to find him. So I started calling to track him down.
Okay.
And I got him on the phone and I said, hey dude, it's Craig Gass. I wanted to reach out to you about what happened. He goes, oh man, are you going to yell at me? And I go, no, not only am I not going to yell at you, I've been where you've been.
Damn,
and
nice.
I wanted to tell you that the more I thought about what happened, the more I realized I needed to tell you that I've been in that spot and I managed to get out of it. And I just wanted to tell you that if you care about yourself enough, you can actually turn it around. And we had this long conversation. What do you think he said at the end of the conversation? If you had to guess how that conversation ended, just give me, just based on what I've just given you with information, how do you think this conversation ended?
I'm guessing, judging from how he was on stage that night, judging from personal experience, how I would have responded to someone reaching out trying to help me at that point, I guess there probably wasn't even anything said at the end other than, all right, man, I got to run.
You'll never guess how it ended. The last part of the conversation, I go, man, so dude, here's my number. You can call me. And he goes, cool.
Do you need an opener?
No, worse. Worse. He goes, and who are you again?
Oh!
I go, who am I? And he goes, yeah, like, how do I know you? And I go,
after all that,
well,
hold on. How does it get there? Like, what's he think you're talking? How bad is this dude fucked up so many times before? He don't know which time this person calling him is about.
I go, I'm
okay. Now that he said that,
yeah,
I was touched just now by you. I was like, man, I'm over here wanting to be a dick. And Craig's like, hey, man, there is help here available.
Yep.
I've been there before, man. And meanwhile, I'm like, I got a video of this dude 2 days later that I wanted to show.
Yeah, it's bad.
I'm not going to show it because as a former addict as well, I am definitely, I'm empathetic. Not only sympathetic, but
something crazy happened. Chris just happened to run across this kid 2 days later.
2 days later, I'm at a seafood spot there, and I'm right there in the window, and the same kid from 2 days prior comes walking by in the same clothes that he had on when he performed with us.
Yeah.
And it was so sad, out of his mind. So I don't want to say your name on here because I don't want to draw attention to you. Negative attention, but if you are watching, which
dude, there is
you're not seeing it if you're watching it because those eyes were blurred.
Yeah,
but my God, I hope this kid gets his life turned around, and I hope that his rock bottom isn't the rock bottom that so many other comedians over the years have reached.
Well,
because then it was not fun to watch.
Agreed.
And
Chris had just dropped me off at the airport and said, hey, you're not going to believe this. I just saw that kid. And I go, what? And he sent me a video and I go, no way.
Stumbling around and went into the bar and just like looked confused and was looking. I was like, we got to get out of here. I can't do this.
Yeah. So I reach out to him. We have this long conversation and I go, hey man, I've been there. If you need help, I'm here for you. And then at the end of the conversation, he goes, all right, well, I appreciate that. And who are you again? And I go, I'm Craig. And he goes, Craig who? And I go, Craig Gass. And he goes, and what do you do? And I go, I'm the guy whose show you ruined the other night. And he goes, oh,
even then he didn't know.
And we keep talking and I go, yeah, man. So if you need help, man, I'm like, you can do this, you can do this, you can do this. And he goes, cool. So wait a minute. He goes, so you're like a comedian? And I go,
oh my God.
Yeah. And he goes,
he probably doesn't even remember being there, honestly.
He goes, is that like your full-time job? I go, it was so funny how unbelievably like absent he was from what was going on. Like it was so, it was humiliating, but hilarious because it was so humiliating.
Absolutely. Do you remember the name of the kid that came in the next night and opened up that show and crushed?
Yes. Fred Rygh.
Fred Rygh. So thank you.
Rygh.
Ladies and gentlemen, please follow Fred Rygh on Instagram as a favor of us here at Beardo and Weirdo, because that kid came in and
you know what?
There was a bunch of biker dudes, and this dude is little.
Oh, that's right.
Tiny dude.
He was a twink. He's a little fucking twink.
They were heckling, and he was fucking coming right after him, unafraid. Even me, as someone who rides motorcycles and looks like those dudes, I would have been intimidated.
Yeah.
This kid went the fuck after him, and it was wonderful. Even one of the other dudes that was with the bikers, he looked at his friend and he was like, hey, shut up.
Yeah, Fred Rygh.
Yeah.
Killed it.
And
leaned right into that biker and started making fun of him right to his face, even though that biker was surrounded by other bikers. That was absolutely nuts.
Fred Rygh actually gave me a punch up on one of my things.
Really?
I was working on a brand new joke, and I was reticent, apprehensive about some of the stuff that's in there because, again, I am in a very big heavy metal band, and I don't want to get canceled because of something I say in front of, 5,000 people at Chillicothe Charlie's that we played before. I play in, arenas like System of a Down. Nothing on your face. Nothing on your face on there. He's already thinking about his next thing. He goes, he just interrupted me to tell me this joke. I was on a roll.
No, I was sitting there just thinking about this kid that's like an alcoholic, and I was just so like bummed out about him. And I'm feeling bad that we're saying, hey, let's give credit to Fred Rygh. But I want to be able to give credit to this kid as well, because I just want to see him turn his life around. I want to see him turn his life around so that we can like say, hey man, you did it, and you're a funny dude, and you're on your way to getting your life back together.
Is this genuine, or are you really just trying to be nicer than me for once?
Dude, whenever there's two things I always respond to.
Yes, that is true actually. You're very into this.
Whenever somebody says, hey, I want to do stand-up comedy, and when somebody says, I have a problem with drugs or alcohol, and I'll always reply to that and say, here's where you can go, here's what you can do. And so
much as far as going out to reach out to this kid and finding him, that's incredible.
We've been talking semi-regularly, and he's like,
does he know who you are now?
Yeah, he actually, you know, what's funny is he started following me on Instagram.
Okay.
And when he started following me on Instagram, I looked at his Instagram page and I was like, oh, that's that guy. And I saw that he follows a bunch of people who all follow me. And I know that made him go, oh shit, including like the Comedy Store and, you know, like big clubs and stuff. So I'm sure that he was like, holy shit.
So it is his one job.
Yeah.
Yeah. That you're taking time away from. So appreciate that. All right. Listen to the man. Yeah. This man right here has helped me stay sober over the years as well.
True.
So this guy is a gift. So utilize that. Yeah. And call him and text him. That way it takes some time away from me so I can have some time off.
And again, speaking of time off from me,
that's the one thing you listen to when I made that joke.
When I really do, because everyone in Anchorage was saying this dude is hilarious.
Yeah, I heard the exact same thing. So many people were like, he is the funniest person in the world.
Quirky.
But he cannot get the drinking under control.
Cannot.
So don't let the drinking get in the way of your talent.
Yes.
You're not better because you're drinking. Clearly, people know you're funny.
Yeah.
Listen to those people.
Yeah, I felt bad for him. And I hope that he loves himself to be able to make a change. But
or even if he doesn't love himself right now, let's hope that he doesn't hate himself enough.
Yeah.
That's a distraction to hear this message coming from him right now.
Correct.
Because that hate gets in the way.
By the way, if you are listening to this, understand that Chris and I have both been where you're at, and we both have turned it around. And if you want us to help you, we will help you. I'm not trying to put everything out there. I'm not trying to pull a Cradle of Filth thing up here and actually name names or, you know, or put out details of what happened, you know. But
speaking of which, I've seen the thumbnails from this Cradle of Filth story. Do we have time to get into this?
Yeah. This is how we'll wrap it up.
So as well documented, I pay very little attention to news, to anything going on outside of my own little world.
Yeah.
And I'm hearing this, aside from seeing the thumbnails, I'm getting today's news.
Yeah.
From Craig Gass.
That was at your MTV?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Did you do the Dave Ellison bass solo beginning? Cradle of Filth, apparently having some problems. I vaguely understand what's happening here. There's a female singer in the band.
Oh, boy. Here we go. Here we go. Say no more. I've heard enough of this story.
She seems to do the operatic parts.
Oh, yeah.
I could be fucking this whole thing up.
No,
so
that is true. I will confirm. Yes.
If you're a Cradle of Filth fan, you can tell me I'm a piece of shit in the comments. So
they are the nicest people in the world. That would never happen.
Yeah.
Craig. I'm being genuine. Cradle of Filth comes off as a scary band, but I mean, their fans really, really nice.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Glad to hear that. So from my understanding of it, she does like operatic parts of the songs, and she takes issue with the singer who's running the whole show.
Yeah.
And
the band is named after the lead singer. So yeah, he's running the show. Anyway, I'm getting mad already. Cradle of Filth. His name is Danny Filth.
Danny Filth.
Yeah. No one else in the band is named Filth.
And here we go. Here's Mr. Filth. And Mr. Filth, who has this image, is now having to reveal his personal life and how he does business.
Go back up real fast.
To this picture.
He didn't know that this dude's name was going to be a problem. His name was Asshawk.
So people bailed on the tour. And there's a husband and wife. The female operatic parts of the songs, that girl is married to one other guy in the band, and she left. Then her husband left, and then she decided to post online.
She did
the contract that she was offered by Cradle of Filth,
amateurs.
Yeah,
amateur hour.
Said the contract is so bad. Which, by the way.
Yeah. Welcome to rock and roll, honey.
Yeah. Over the years.
Was that misogynist?
I didn't take that as misogynist. I mean, it was just. Yeah.
I'm not mad at her as a female. I'm mad at her as an operatic singer coming into heavy metal complaining about contracts.
I would have said the same thing to the women sitting behind the guy jerking off at the KORN show. Welcome to rock and roll, honey. This is how it works. Boom.
Listen, people.
But yeah, so she posted the entire contract and said, this is what I'm getting offered. I didn't even get that deep into it to see what the offer was.
You know, I'm going to be pissed off about if I read that contract and it's better than mine. Well, I'm not looking at that.
She posts.
Can't do it.
She posts, hey, this is what I got offered, just so you all know how shitty this pay is. And then the guy, Mr. Filth, comes out and says, all right, listen, I didn't want to have to reply to everything, but, just want to set the record straight about a few things. Number one, he addresses the contract and he says, yes, the contract is a starting point, is what he says.
Yeah.
Which is like, all right, but you're still.
I see the shitty grin on your face right there.
Because to say
it's true. Was this girl new? Or has she been around for a little while?
That I don't know. And I feel bad for the Cradle of Filth fans that are watching this and are like, and know all the details. But I don't know how long she's been in the band. I know she's been in the band, I think, for at least a few years.
Okay.
But for him to say this is a starting point, did he say that to them and say, hey, this is my offer? By the way, this is just a starting point. If you want more, ask me for more. I don't know if he said that. He then goes on to say, she is an alcoholic.
Oh,
and also, I don't know if she wants people to know this. She's pregnant, so I don't know why she's drinking, which is like, holy shit.
Kudos to you, Danny. Kudos. Vicious. That's living up to that last name.
Yeah.
Filth. I like you, Danny.
He does the growly part, and she does the operatic part. And then he goes on to say that she knew the contract and that everybody in the band knows what they're getting into, and they're all allowed to do things for the rest of the year, that there's a certain amount, like 80 days or 100 something days out of the year that we need you to be in the band and touring, whatever. And the rest of the year, you can do whatever you want on your own. And you're all free to try to make money doing your own thing. And he then goes on to say, she's also a very disrespectful person, and saw that he released texts that she sent him where she shits on Sharon Osbourne. And says, you're something to the effect of, you're just as shitty as Sharon Osbourne with these paychecks. And he releases those texts and says, I will not allow someone to slander the queen of heavy metal. And it's like, all right. I mean, I feel a little weird about his take on that. Yeah. Like, this could go on. By the time this comes out in a couple of days, there could be more drama that results from this.
Oh, yeah. Yep. I had a misstep when I got offered my first contract with Five Finger Death Punch. I almost messed up my entire trajectory with Five Finger Death Punch.
That's right.
By requesting an extra $250 a week.
Chris gets a text saying, guess what, buddy? Your dreams are about to come true.
Yep.
We want you to join Five Finger Death Punch. We want you to be in what is going to be one of the biggest metal bands in the world.
Yep.
And here's how much we're going to pay you.
And my focus was right there.
Your focus was on $250.
Yep. So I was bartending in Vegas, and bartending in Vegas, you make a lot of money.
True.
It's great money. Yeah. And I was getting ready to take a pay cut for the first years in Death Punch, going from bartending in Vegas to being the new guy in Death Punch. And just 2 days prior to this, I'm having dinner with Zoltan, and he's telling me about how he is wonderful in business. I am not a business guy. I'm a creative guy. I want to hand over the business part to other people. I can generate money. I can do all that stuff. I get uncomfortable because I don't know how to handle the business side of things. That's why I got you running my financial comedy career.
Right.
I'm not good at that. I can hustle and sell base packages and vests and all that stuff.
By the way,
and dictate prices.
What you are saying is universal. And I have this conversation all the time with comedians, musicians, radio people. You know how to do that thing that for you, it's playing an instrument. For me, it's telling jokes. But I don't know how to negotiate a deal.
Yeah.
And it takes time to learn how to like get comfortable with it. You have to do it over and over again.
Yeah, but I decided to step up against Mr. Zoltan Bathory, who had just days before told me, hey, sometimes business doesn't work. It's just numbers.
Yeah.
You walk away and you find another thing.
Right.
So he had just told me this 2 days before. I get the offer from Five Finger Death Punch, and I'm looking at it, and I'm like, oh, man. I'm married right now. I'm getting ready to go on the road. I'm going to be leaving home. I'm taking a pay cut. Is this the first offer? Is this how business works? Am I supposed to make a counter offer here? I'm like, and then I called some other people in the business who were also making some, were in the same role that I was in, basically.
And they said,
hired guns.
Ask for more?
I found out what they were making.
Okay.
And decided I was going to ask for that same amount. And I go, hey, man, I got the offer. A brand new guy, had zero opportunities otherwise. I was bartending in Vegas. And then the band that I'm in now, it was one of the biggest bands in hard rock and heavy metal today. I go, hey, man, I'm making some good money bartending here in Vegas. And, if we could get to this number, that would make it a whole lot easier for me. And it was literally an extra $250 a week is what I was after. I was getting ready to throw it all away.
For $250
because I got out of my damn lane.
Wow.
I'm an entertainer. I'm not a business guy. I'm going up against the business guy for Five Finger Death Punch, thinking I know what the hell I'm doing. And he said at that moment, he was with a couple of the other guys in the band.
Oh, yeah.
And he gets that text and he goes, the balls on this motherfucker. He goes, but I like it. I like it.
Really?
I'm going to let him sit in this.
And he didn't reply?
No. He sent me a text back and he goes, hey, man,
was it a text of just an emoji guy going,
Nope. Even worse. He reminded me how good in business he is. Hey, we just had the conversation a couple of days ago. Sometimes the numbers don't work out. So I'm going to go to my people and we're going to bounce this around, throw some numbers around. And if this doesn't work, maybe we need to go in a different direction.
Shit.
I thought I was having a heart attack on the couch. I think my left arm went numb. I was like, what am I doing? $250 a week is what I was after. Wow. And I was like, he goes, no. Let's sit on it. I had to go to work at the Cosmopolitan the next day. I was miserable.
And tell everybody at the Cosmopolitan, I may or may not be in Five Finger Death Punch.
I didn't tell anybody at the bar that any of this was happening because I've been close before and didn't get it. I wasn't going to get this close again, and maybe it doesn't work out. And then we had to be like, another gig I didn't get. So I wasn't telling nobody nothing. I kept this under wraps the whole time, even all the way through like October. I got the gig in May. Very few people knew at the bar that I had it in October. When I finally had to quit to go on tour, it was the Share the Wealth tour, I think. First time we actually toured for a while. But he lets me sit in it over the weekend. I am panicking. I'm in total bitch mode. Hey, man. We had something magical in that room, bro. let's just do it. No response. No response. And finally I was like, all right, I probably messed this up. And I think it was, he let me work at least one shift, maybe two shifts.
Oof.
I can't remember if it was a Sunday or a Monday that he got back to me. But when he sent me the text, it was essentially, this is very Zoltan Bathory English back then. He takes American phrases and will mess it up.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, and
Hungarian, right?
Yeah, Hungarian. Yeah. He was like, "This is a leave it or take it offer."
A leave it or take it.
Gave me the amount, and I was like, "Got to be good playing with you on stage, good sir." Yeah. So Zoltan loves that story. So
when you
hats off to you, Zoltan Bathory, still signing my paychecks after all these years, and thankfully, it's more than that extra $250 I was looking for way back then.
So when you see Cradle of Filth handling their stuff out in public,
that's what. As soon as I heard it, I was like, amateurs. Yeah. So rather than handling your stuff in public as it happens, wait about 15 years, get your own podcast.
Yep.
Develop a relationship with the people who you almost messed it all up with. That way they too find humor in this. And you can get the clicks that we're getting here on Beardo and Weirdo, thanks to people like you. And
how about this?
Thanks to Zoltan Bathory, big dick and flexing, and letting me sit in it for 2 days.
How about this? How about going old school rap battle and releasing as members of Cradle of Filth doing some diss tracks? You only offered me $20. That's all we had in the contract. That's what we have. That's what we not put up with this Sharon Osbourne disrespect. You are an alcoholic. No, I only drink on the weekends. You're pregnant, though. What are you doing with your life? This is some Sharon Osbourne shit. You will not disrespect the Queen of Metal. I mean, let's be honest. She did shortchange a few people, and maybe she did male poop to 1 or 2 people. But still, you will not. I will publicly defend Sharon Osbourne.
Oh, baby, let me sleep on it. Let me sleep on it. I'll give you an answer in the morning.
$20, leave it or take it. I gotta know right now. I want to see them release diss tracks about it. Dude,
they have to do that cover.
If you're the guy that was jerking off to KORN, please reach out to us. We want to have you on our show just to talk about what you were thinking. You're listening to Blind, but you're learning Braille, like whatever. We just want to hear your story. If you want to see our stuff, we are coming to Cincinnati, Ohio in September, and Anaheim and Green Bay in January. All the info is at getgas.com. Getgas with 2 S's.com. Also, chriskale.com.
And also Australia. If you've been waiting on Five Finger Death Punch to come back over there,
Australia.
Get ready, my friends. Get ready. Five Finger Death Punch ain't coming back, but I am.
Australia and New Zealand. Australia and New Zealand in November. Dates are coming out. Getgas.com. Getgas with 2 S's.com.
Israel Adesanya, you're invited. Come out to the show.
I have his cell phone number. I'll text him. He came to my show. I mean, it was Russell's show, but I have his phone number. So we'll prank call him when we get there. Yeah. All right, Israel, we're seeing you in New Zealand. And we'll see you next time. Beardo and Weirdo. That's the best offer you got.